Snapt ensures websites or services are always online, performing quickly and safe from threats. Snapt is a Layer 7 load balancer, web accelerator, and web application firewall, also known as an application delivery controller or ADC. You can download Snapt and set it up on any virtual machine, Linux server, or bare metal server. Once booted, you manage Snapt through the web interface we're using now. From here, we can control the system. You can configure your user management, notifications, updates, and more. The Snapt framework allows you to run all the modules that make up the ADC. You can receive notices via Slack, text message, email, and more, limit user access, set up automatic updates, and control which modules you run. The first step in setting up the Snapt ADC is creating your load balancer. You'll notice the product is very easy to use, but don't be fooled. It packs a punch as the most feature-complete ADC solution on the market. Let's follow the guide and create our first load balancer. You can see here we have 5 wizards for the most commonly used load balancers. You can actually load balance any TCP traffic with Snapt though, and can customize your settings to your heart's content. We'll start with a standard HTTP load balancer. Here you can see the options for quickly creating an HTTP load balancer. It will automatically keep session persistence, also known as sticky sessions, and will monitor loads of information about your HTTP sessions and the performance of your web servers. We're going to run this group on localhost port 81 though, as we only want the accelerator to be able to communicate with this load balancer group. This is optional, but seeing as we'll be using the WAF as well, we don't want anyone bypassing our security. And that's as easy as it is to get your first load balancer up and running. You'll start to see detailed statistics now about the health and performance of your web servers. The next step in the ADC setup is to create an accelerator. The web accelerator has 2 purposes: to accelerate content to your clients, make pages load faster by using less requests and less bandwidth, and to offload your web servers, let them focus on more important tasks. We'll do the compression of pages, serve static files from cache, and keep them safe. As always, you can see it's quick and easy to configure. We're going to send traffic from the accelerator to the balancer and listen for incoming users on port 80. This will mean we scan the requests for safety, accelerate them, and return cached results where possible, and then pass real traffic through to the backend servers via the balancer. Once again, you can see how quick and easy that was. Now we want to turn on some more of the advanced functionality. Let's enable Pagespeed. Pagespeed is our content rewriting engine. It will minify and combine CSS and JavaScript, make images smaller, compress pages, strip whitespace, and much more to get your content to your users much faster. Now, in our HTTP server we created, we'll enable the WAF and Pagespeed for the server. Then we'll reload the accelerator to apply the changes. This traffic is now being accelerated and load balanced. As a client, you would just need to point your DNS to the Snapt server and you'd be set. We can see traffic is flowing, and we'll begin to receive some of the advanced reports that Snapt provides, like response time monitoring, performance and throughput metrics, HTTP status code monitoring, and much more. Finally, we want to look at the Web Application Firewall, or WAF. The purpose of the WAF is to protect your web servers from incoming threats like hackers, worms, or denial of service attacks. It's made up of 3 primary components: IP and geo-IP blocking. This lets you block certain IPs, ranges, and countries, or allow certain ones to your sites. Layer 7 application firewalling. We scan every request that comes in to make sure it's safe to pass to your web servers, and block it if it isn't. And finally, DOS protection. We can limit the requests per second and bandwidth used by bad hosts, protecting your servers from DOS attacks, brute force attempts, and more. Snapt is a product with thousands of features, and many sub-products as well, like a full GSLB, which is included. This has been a brief look at the primary components of an ADC, and how to set them up with Snapt. Have any questions or would like a one-on-one demo? Head on over to snapt.net or contact sales@snapt.net.